Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm going to be testing a recent purchase here, and this is the second time I'm recording this because the first time I was so distracted by playing the game I just kept repeating myself. So hats off to everyone who does streaming because I have no idea how you play games and talk at the same time without sounding incoherent. But this is a response in regards to a topic that's been going around by John Hancock. Uh, in regards to if there are too many YouTubers in the gaming area. He thinks there are, and I'll try to be concise with this because I feel that is absolutely ridiculous, incredibly short-sighted, and that's just an ignorance of the lay of the land, really. If you think about YouTube, what it started as, it's community-driven. It's supposed to be about people sharing what they enjoy, sharing information, talking together. It could be from the simplest person throwing on their webcam to others having great production values. It doesn't really matter. It's all about the community aspect. Until they change the name, that's what I'm always going to take it as, even though if the company itself doesn't always act that way. But in the larger scale of things, do me a favor and look up the word react video. You will be astonished at how many millions of views people get to reacting to things. And then you'll see there are millions of people who watch videos of people reacting to other people's reacting videos. And those people will have millions of subscribers as well. So if you think people are making too many gaming videos, then you've never taken a step outside the realm of gaming on YouTube, because there are millions and millions of people who are watching makeup tutorial videos, trailer reaction videos. The gaming aspect is actually kind of small. PewDiePie is an outlier. There are a few really big channels that talk about gaming. Those are far and away outliers. If you look at someone that makes it, quote unquote big in gaming, they'll have 100,000 to 300,000 subscribers, which, is massive. But then if you watch someone who does something as simple as, show women how to apply eyeliner, she'll have 15 million subscribers. And even basic tutorial videos do very, very well. I was recently looking up how to fix a problem with my toilet, and those people have more subscribers than the average person that talks about gaming. So to say there are too many people making gaming videos is very myopic to me, given how big YouTube is, how big the viewership base is, and just our place within that giant ecosystem. And second of all, you're sitting at nearly 60,000 subscribers, and you're telling people to hold off or not make videos. Now, I did watch a number of his videos after he posted this one. I was vaguely familiar with him, so I went and watched that. I watched the interview he did with Pat, the NES punk, who apparently now just largely does a podcast he cuts up into chunks. It's been a while since I've seen this stuff. I didn't realize that was his thing now. And I watched some of his stuff with Metal Jesus and a few of his own videos. And generally comes across like a nice guy, decent enough. But this video just seemed a little bizarre. He talks about YouTube's success, but success is very relative. I would never want to do this for a full-time job. Like, never, ever. I localized games for like 8 years. And I don't play anything I worked on. I don't want to see them. I have them sitting on shelves, and I don't want to touch them. A few of them are very popular, and I have no interest. I have a friend that's put a couple hundred hours into one of them, and I've never installed it. Like, whenever I work on something, it's like that becomes work. It's not fun anymore. I never want this to become work. As little as I do on YouTube, it's simply a hobby. He says he does it for a hobby, which I believe. He's a full-time teacher. But when you're flying to conventions, you've got a Patreon account, you're trying to get sponsors, you're trying to get free stuff, you're trying to elevate it a little bit beyond that. So if that is success to you, is getting invited to conventions, people throwing conventions for you and getting free stuff, then yeah, a lot of people on YouTube aren't successful. But if you're on YouTube to make friends, to just talk about things you enjoy, then starting a channel and not even creating a video can be a success because you get access to communities you might not have otherwise. making videos and getting conversation started is a success. There's no one else in my life I can talk to about video games. But when I come on here and I make a pickup video, or I watch another pickup video and I start talking in the comment sections, or I take it to Facebook and talk to McFly or whatever, and me and him have been going on about 3DO games recently, I don't have that anywhere else. So to me, that is a smashing success. The channel's achieved what I want it to achieve, which is I get to talk about something I enjoy and come across people with like-minded interests. There's also more a personal aspect of I always enjoy something that is smaller. If there's a club, I would rather join a club that has 20 to 30 members than 300 members. Now, there's those who love big crowds. They love the organization. They love such a wide variety of opinions as 300 people. But to me, you kind of get lost in the shuffle. I like a smaller group. And that might seem odd I say that and say people should keep making videos. But the fact is, the more people who make videos, the more chances I get to meet people to join that little, form that little group with. Because the fact is, I'm not going to watch every single video every single person puts out just because of varying interests. Someone might talk about comic books. I'm not crazy about comic books. I might skip those videos. Well, I'll use that time to watch a video someone else puts out about something I'm interested in. Maybe they also like horror movies. I'll watch that. I'll watch others about video games. And you form some pretty, they can be expanded circles, but you tend to talk to a core group of people. And even if that gets fairly large, the fact is, again, it's small in the grand scheme of things. And, I don't have a lot of people to talk about horror movies with, or video games with, or say science fiction, or books with. So even I might have a large number of channels I'm subscribed to, I might only interact with a couple of those, and of those, it's very specific categories. Well, hey, with that, because I put out videos, they put out videos, we might not have tens of thousands of subscribers, but we've gotten to know each other. We might trade things. We might, share our top lists, recommendations, and get to learn things about, authors or designers or genres or whatever we didn't know before. That's all the fun in this. So to view YouTube a success as merely from can I get free stuff, or do I have tens of thousands of subscribers? Well, then the vast majority of people are not going to be a success on YouTube. But I don't view YouTube that way. I don't view life that way. Why would I? At work, I get paid a decent amount. I have a decent amount of responsibility. I'm not really high up on the ladder. I still think I'm a success because I have plenty of spare time to do this. I've got a nice house, a nice car. My wife's happy. That's a success. To say someone's not a success because they haven't reached the top echelon, and in reality that top echelon's just, a quarter of the way up the pyramid, is silly. And if you already have 60,000 people, you already have a really good, a foot in the door. So to tell others, hey, I've already eaten, I've told the chefs to stop cooking because I'm full, while there's a line of hungry people behind you, makes no sense. It seemed to clash with other videos of his, where he just seemed to be, generally happy, easygoing. But I think that's a shift in YouTube. People view success now as having what amounts to a small TV channel or TV show on your channel. I don't want that. There's a few big channels I subscribe to. Classic Gaming Quarterly does a fantastic job with that. He has really thorough videos that I love. That's a bigger channel. That's good. Kings and Generals does a great job covering military history. They're a big channel. Again, not millions and millions of subscribers, but they're larger and they provide great content. So there are bigger channels that I like, but there's just as many smaller channels that I like. Someone sitting down in front of a webcam and telling me how much they like, a new book they read by Clive Barker, or telling me what Sega arcade game they love. Sega Lord X is a great example. He came back recently. That man's got fantastic content, and I think he's at less than 1,000 subscribers. To me, he's a success. And those channels, those videos are going to be around for a long time, get tons of views. Their success is enjoyment. And for him to view success as, you're not at my level, where you've had a lot of help to get to that level and you've only been doing it for a few years, is ridiculous. So I say, if you want to make a video, go for it. I don't care what the topic is. Just make a video, have fun, get to know other people, and enjoy YouTube for what it is and what it's supposed to be, which is a platform for everyone to get together and just have a good time.